a 90-minute performance with the ball. I think the problem we had today was the goal shocked us straight after half-time. And then, it almost gives the opportunity, enthusiasm and motivation. And, we got a lot of young guys in our team. So I knew that it was going to take us time, and then the game's messy. Their style, it contradicts our style, and the ball's in the air a fair bit. And in the end, I was pleased. Maybe not that we got the ball down and controlled the game with our style, but that we showed a different side of ourselves in the ability to fight and pick up second balls and reduce them. It's another set play goal and a cross, but apart from that, I think they had maybe two chances. So yeah, I'm pleased, but we have to be better with the ball second half.
We're going to go with John over here.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. There's been a lot of talk about the number 9 position this season, and thus far it had been for the lack of goals scored from that position. But tonight you played 2 different players at the 9, and they both did goals for you. Did Tyler and Thiago's performances today tell you anything about how you may want to use players in that position moving forward this season?
I think their performances have been, I've said before, a lot of teams are really compact. You look at DC in the first half today, centrally they're so compact and they're trying to stop us playing through Santi, through Tales, because they know the talent that they have. And those guys want the ball at their feet, so naturally when they don't see it, they don't have that patience to wait for the cross, they don't have the patience to wait for the ball to arrive in the box. But we worked a lot on that, and I thought Tales done that well today. The difference is when he waits for it, we don't see his real talent. So it can be perceived that he's not playing so well, and he had a good chance early on, which he probably should have scored, and then he gets the goal. That I think has been coming. He hasn't been having so many chances, but a guy like him is always going to, with motivation, is always going to get chances. And Thiago is always going to run in behind. He's always going to, if we can find him running in the back line, he's going to get chances. And he just seems to have that real feel for scoring against DC as well. So we put him on, just pray to the gods he's going to get a goal. And we probably should have finished game 3-1.
Juan Carlos.
Hi, Coach. Thank you for the time. Just wanted to ask you, it's 6 out of 6 at home, it's important. How does this motivate the team to go now away from home ahead of this next 2 games? Thanks.
Yeah, I've just said then to the team that at home here, what I love about our team is we have a real responsibility and an expectation to win in front of our fans, whether it's here or City Field, because the atmosphere is so good. Again, I can't praise our fans enough that we're under pressure again tonight, and they're singing us over the line, and they're really showing their support like a 12th player. But I just said to the team, we have to go on the road and win football games. If we want to be a winning team, we have to go on the road and win. If you want to be in those top 4 positions, if we want to progress from last season and be a team that finishes higher than 3rd, which was the aim last year, was to finish higher than 4, you have to get points on the road. And I believe we have the ability to do that. It's about the team putting in the performance now and, making sure that we look at the game, we improve. The Chicago game, we were good. Nashville were good in the second half. Chicago were good in the first half. The nature of our league is home advantage means, it is a lot. So Houston's going to be difficult, but, we want to be a winning team. We have to get points on the road.
Scott? Hey, Coach, congratulations obviously on the win now. Looking at the club, and specifically, I want to actually target that last few minutes there. This got very, very, tense in a lot of ways. What do you say to the guys on the bench? What do you say to them when the game is that close, and you've got that much going on and so many chances being given up? Thanks.
Yeah, I think the problem we've got is our team is a young team, and we have to, in that moment, we have to rely on the Thiago Martins, Maxime Chenot, James Sands, Keaton Parks. But you look at James Sands is still young. He's a leader in the team. He's still young. We put Alfredo Morelos on. The killer is that we gave the goal away. The 2 goals come at really, really bad times. One straight after the half time, which shocked us, and then one straight after our goal, which doesn't give us a chance to get a foothold and get control of the game and kill the game off. I think if we get to 55, 60 minutes and playing our football, then we've got control of the game. If we get 5 minutes after our goal, they say you're most vulnerable when you score. I'm really disappointed with that goal, the 3-2 goal. For me, it's about looking at changes. It's about do we change? What I hate to do is I hate to shut games down at home. You have to do it at times. You can't have the luxury. You don't own every game at home. And these teams are really difficult. You look at DC, they go direct into a guy like Benteke that is really high level, and they get the ball wide, they get crosses, and they get chances. For me, we have to grow as a team. We have to learn from that, and we have to control the football game with the football. We did that really well in the first half. We didn't do that so well in the second half.
On to the Zoom, Michael Allen.
Yeah, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. I was wondering if you could speak a little bit about this is the second game in a row we've seen Keaton Parks being pushed up into a more advanced, like almost false nine position when Alfredo Morales comes on there. Can you just explain the thinking behind that, and is that something that you're looking at doing for the rest of the season?
No, there's a lot of different things in that. He was having a really good game, so I didn't want to take him off the field. I wanted to get Alfredo into the game just because he's really good in the air. He has experience, and the ball was in the air for so long that you have to have a guy like that in the game to get a hold of the second ball, to get a foothold in the game. Naturally, I want to keep Santi on the pitch, so I put him off the side. Do I see him as that type of player? He can do it. He's technically really good. There's also an element of set play. You know, if I take Keaton Parks off the pitch and put one of the guys off the bench on, we lose a lot of height and a lot of, although we did give a goal away in set plays, that sounds a bit crazy, but we lose a lot of height. So there's different things. It all depends on the game. For me, it's 3-0 up. Things, and the game was 2-1. It's direct, and we end up having to like put out little fires instead of sticking to our game, improving our performance, and making sure that, you know, we entertain with our identity and our style.
And final one in the room, John.
Hey, Coach. Do you have a player of the match tonight? Any individual performances you want to shout out in particular?
Oh, there's lots. I thought Keaton Parks was excellent in the first half, and then the game gets a bit messy, so he doesn't get a chance to show. I thought Luis Barraza made that incredible save at 2-1. Big save, and you know, I say to the guys, of course we're a team, but we have to put in individual performances. Thiago Andrade comes off the bench and scores a crucial goal. Matheus Pellegrini's work rate sets the standard for our team. If we're going to be a team that wins, everyone has to work as hard as him. And if we do, we'll be a really difficult team to play against. I think it has to go to one of the central defenders. I think the two of them played against a guy that is really, really high level at dealing with direct balls, at crosses, at flicking the ball on, at setting the ball to midfield players. Christian Benteke showed tonight that his level is really high. And those two guys managed him really well. Of course, they didn't win every ball, but they affected him. They made sure that he didn't win things clean, and they pushed the line high and played games with him to make sure that he couldn't be dominant. They'll be disappointed with the goal, but you know, a guy like that is always going to cause you problems.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you, everyone. We can proceed to the locker room now.
Thank you.